Well, now, as I said yesterday, folks, what was interesting about this story was the fact that basically these lights, these drones, were basically seen over substations. As I said, folks, if this if this drone were controlled by, say, a terrorist, and he mounted or basically modified this drone to basically carry plastic explosives or some explosive charge, folks, he could have flown this into said substation and probably brought down the power in the immediate area. As I said yesterday, folks, our infrastructure is very vulnerable to such attacks. In fact, a few years ago, some guy or several people ran their cars into substations, folks, that they think basically was either China or maybe some random terrorists trying to cause basically a statewide power outage in those areas. And might have basically even brought down the power in several states at once, folks. Either way, the fact that these drones were also seen over this armory is not a very good thing either, folks. Supposing that this, instead of the target basically being the substation, it was this armory, and basically said drone had been basically packed with explosives and flown into said armory. The explosion basically caused by basically maybe the munitions in said armory going off would have basically been a truly epic explosion, perhaps even basically taking out said substation as well. So maybe that would basically be something we have to be wary of as well, folks. Supposing that some terrorist does pack some modified drone with some very explosive, flies into an armory,